What's up, baby boys, baby girls, and babies in between? It's your boy, Dick Whetti, and I wanted to come to you live right here and tell you about the pre-release I did for that Lord of the Rings set. When I was in that pre-release, I got my cards. I was like, I don't know, nothing really seems like it's working. I got a few birds, so I tried Bird Tribal, right? Bird Tribal, blue-white, Bird Tribal. Okay, and played the first game. I went 1-2. I lost 2 and I won 1. Waiting for the second round, I was thinking to myself, this kind of sucks. I don't like this. Maybe I just want to leave. I don't know. And then it dawned on me. I decided I'm going to do the one thing you're not supposed to do. The one thing everybody tells you during pre-releases, don't do this, right? Shouldn't go past 3 colors. Well, I stepped it up a few notches and I went 5 colors. And for the last 2 rounds, I won. I won both of my last 2 rounds with a 5-color deck. And I can't wait to show it to you. Here you go. Look at this. So starting off with the lands, we got the Shire. This thing made me food tokens. And with those food tokens, I was able to save my life a few times when people were trying to take me out. It's really good. I like this card. I'll probably use it in the future. Then I have Great Hall of the Citadel. 1 and tapped, add 2 mana of any combination of colors, spend it on legendary spells. And that thing really saved my hide a few times because in a 5-color deck, 40 cards in your deck, you're going to be worried about having the right kind of mana. For some reason, it just worked every time. I don't know how. I don't know if I just had luck on my side or maybe just skill. It worked. I loved it. Then I had the Grey Havens. This thing enters battlefield, scry 1, taps for colorless, add 1 mana of any color among legendary creature spells in your graveyard. Now this is the one I should have cut, maybe for another mountain, maybe for another swamp, I don't know, but the scry was okay. It's just I hardly ever had many legends in my grave, and when I did, I really didn't have the right colors for some of the cards. We got an island, plains, an island, a forest, a swamp, a plains, an island, plains, mountain, forest, plains. If you didn't notice there, just 1 mountain, just 1 forest, but I was able to activate an ability that costs 3 swamps in a game and win with that. I'll talk to you about that in a moment. Got Mordor Muster right here, just a sorcery. Draw a card, lose a life, make an orc. Bag Importer, 3 and a green. When it attacks, it gets +X until end of turn, where X number of legendary creatures you control. This thing got huge. This deck has a few legendary creatures. Whatever this dude is, look out. 1 in green, attacks, scry 1. Just making sure you're drawing the cards you need. This was the big buster of the deck. Aragorn the Uniter is his name. Red, green, white, blue, legendary creature. Right here, cast a white spell, get a 1/1. Cast a blue spell, you're going to scry 2, which is my favorite part of this. Cast a red spell, deals 3 damage to target opponent. I only have 1 red spell in the deck. 1 pure red. But yeah, it doesn't matter if it's pure or not. This thing just cares what colors are in the spell you cast. And then whenever you cast a green spell, target creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn. This thing became a 10/10 on the second turn it was out and knocked somebody's life down. It's beautiful. He's definitely the leader of the deck. He was the reason I wanted to make this 5-color. Got Frodo Baggins. He's a green and white. When him or another legendary creature enters the battlefield, ring tempts you. This actually saved the day with another card, so I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to tell you about that in a moment. Easterling Vanguard, 1 in black, and it dies, amass, orcs 1. Who cares? Cool. This guy, big ticket item right here. Love to see it. Strider, Ranger of the North, dude with landfall. Land enters battlefield. I usually give him +1/+1 till end of turn. And if it has power 4 or greater, it gains first strike. So this guy was hitting as a 5/5, either destroying the creatures they were trying to keep around or just smacking them for 5 damage. Eagles of the North, a little remnants of my bird deck from earlier. Yeah, flying, whatever, doesn't matter. I hardly ever cast Eagles of the North. He's in here for plain cycling. You know, this is a way to thin the deck in that 5 colors. Just plain cycling there. Let me go through these real quick. Let's get... I was just super excited to tell you about this, so I wanted to go through them. Like island cycling here. Sometimes I'd cast it to draw 3 cards if I was really desperate, but mostly island cycling. This is that 1 red card. Mountain cycling. I did cast it one time, and it did some damage, but, you know, mostly for mountain cycling. Island cycling. Let's see, what else we got? Yeah, that's it. That's the whole, like, island, mountain, plain cyclings. Those are the ones I pulled, and I was like, okay, this is definitely going to help for a 5-color deck. This was really cool. You know, 3-drop, enters, ring tempts you, and that's what you want to happen during this set. And it taps for 1 mana of any color, so that really helped. I put this in by mistake. I thought the ring was an equipment. Turns out it's not. I don't have any equipments in the deck, so, I mean, I just sometimes got that draw effect off of it, but mostly this was a stinker, a little dud. Gorebag is a really cool one right here. This guy, he's an orc. Whenever a goblin or orc you control deals combat damage to player, you can sacrifice it. When you do, you can draw a card or create a treasure token. So he was pretty good for ramp. Eastmark Cavalier deals damage to a goblin or orc, destroy it. You know, I put this in because I saw there was a lot of goblins and orcs in this set. He really didn't do too much like that. He was just mostly there for a chump or 2/2. Esquire of the King. 4 and tap. Creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of turn. The ability costs 2 less to activate if you control a legendary creature. So, you know, it's whatever. Got a bunch of legendary creatures. You know, pump them up for a turn. He wasn't bad. Shire Scarecrow. Colorless. You know, 2/2 defender. You could tap 1 to filter a mana to be the color you need. You really need that in a 5-color deck, so that was good. Pelagear Survivor. Add 1 mana of any color, spin it to cast instants and sorceries. Real cool. Didn't use the 5 and blue mill 3 cards because who cares? This isn't a mill deck. But here you go. These two. Talk about these two in a moment. Many Partings is a super good card. For a green, you search your library for a basic land, reveal it, put it to your hand, then shuffle, and create a food token. Oh, I needed that, and I love that card. That was really cool. Shire Sheriff. I only got to use him once. You know, when he enters battlefield, sacrifice a token. When you do, exile target creature opponent controls until he leaves battlefield. I sacrificed a food one time. It's okay. Protector of Gondor. 3 in white. When he enters, create a 1/1 white human. So, you know, it's 4 mana for 4 power. It's alright. Love to see it sometimes. Maybe just kind of like to see it. Westfold Rider. 1 in white. Sacrifice. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Not that many people played artifact or enchantments in this pre-release, so I didn't get to see any of the cool ones, but, you know, he's a 3/1, so that's nice. Intless Restoration. I don't know these Lord of the Rings names, whatever. Yeah, he's sack a land, search your library for up to 2 basic lands, put them on the battlefield tapped, and shuffle. If you control a creature with 4 or greater, instead search your library for 3 basic lands. Now this is the Cultivate killer. This is really nice. I like this a lot. You know, yeah, sure, Cultivate just finds 2, puts 1 in the hand, whatever. But you can easily sack a stupid land and get the 3 filters of the colors that you need from this. I like this. If I ever want to play for, like, you know, a little less power, I'd definitely consider putting this in my deck. Okay, so moving on to these two I wanted to talk about. Frodo Baggins and Frodo Sauron's Bane. Yeah, so Frodo Baggins just keeps tempting you for all these legendary creatures you got. Real cool. Love to see it. And then he must be blocked if able, if he's your ring bearer. But like this Frodo Sauron's Bane right here. Look at this. So it's a white for a 1/2. Good rate. And then for either white-black or white-black, he becomes a citizen, becomes a 2/3 with lifelink. That saved my skin a whole bunch of times during this pre-release. That was, you know, he's just gaining me life, loved it. And then black, black, black. Somehow, I could go through my cards and show you how I got it, but yeah, somehow I was able to get 3 black mana in this godforsaken deck and make him a rogue and swing out with him. And since I was tempted by this dude so many times, pause. Yeah, his ability happened so many times that I was able to smack with little Frodo and win the game just right then and there. It was so beautiful. I love this pre-release. The set seems kind of cool. It's not the best thing in the world, but I mean, I'm about to make this Aragorn guy into a commander deck right here. That's why I'm going through some of my old cards. So yeah, love to see it. Hope you had a good time. Daddy Whetti out.